Ah.
Spreading lawns and banks of flowers.
With plenty of flowers, Edgar.
Aye, in pots.
You've done wonders out there.
Aye.
Oh, but you have, Edgar. Best backyard in town it is. And before very many days are over, you'll have a real garden. From what our Willie says, there's a lovely little garden at New Bungalow. Everything comes to them that wait.
It were a long wait.
Only 40 years.
40 years married, eh?
Gone in a flash.
Hey, you speak for yourself.
Edgar.
Shall you miss it, do you think?
What?
The old kitchen.
No. No, I won't, Edgar. Clinging to past, that's no way to live. And it's not been same since our Willie got wed.
It's not, and that's a fact.
And talking of Willie, we shall have him on us here in no time.
Oh, plenty of time.
We don't want to keep him waiting.
We'll not do that.
He's a busy man now.
Ah, he always were a busy man.
Since he got on council, he's had his hands full.
He likes it that way.
With all this building he's doing.
Aye.
Lovely new bungalows and things he's putting up.
Aye.
And his cornet practice.
Aye.
So there's no time to waste. Shame he couldn't stay over for his dinner.
No time to waste.
Don't be nasty, Edgar.
Not nasty, Ada. He's a busy lad.
Well, I like him here for his dinner.
He's got a wife now, you know.
That's what I mean.
What?
They don't take time to cook properly.
Who?
These bits of girls.
Mabel's not so young, you know.
Young enough. And flighty wit.
Now, Ada.
Ah, Willie wasn't the first.
Did he have to be?
And she's very funny with me.
I know she doesn't say yes to you all the time, if that's what you mean.
You know what I mean.
I know you like your own way.
He were a lovely baby.
Man now.
Fine man, too.
Of course.
Doing a lot for this town. Something to be proud of, our Willie.
Aye.
Oh, you're back, are you?
Mabel, come here, love. Come here. Look at that.
That's not the Myrtle Street development, is it?
Not that.
What then?
What follows after?
After?
After Myrtle Street.
But Myrtle Street's not started yet.
We should be at the knocking down in a week or so.
You're moving fast, Willie Duckworth.
Aye, past time someone moved in this town.
You'll frighten folk.
Never.
They like to take the time.
No way to get things done.
You seem very far-reaching.
Eh?
These plans.
They are far-reaching.
I mean, they cover a third of the town, so far as I can see.
Yeah. Well, no use in piecemealing.
Don't follow.
Well, planning a bit here, a bit there. The whole town must be rethought.
Hey, Willie. I do think you're wonderful.
Oh, I don't know, really. Come here, Mabel, come here, come here. Look at that.
Yes?
I should clear all that.
Big job.
Yeah, but needed. I should clear it all. Little streets, pigsty houses.
Willie!
What?
Folk in this town are very clean.
Well, speaking figuratively, I was.
Well, you must watch what you say.
What's that?
Yes, you don't want to offend, do you?
Yeah, whether I offend or not, I shall clear it all. Build a new town centre. Shopping precincts, flats and roads. Here, you can see the start of them here.
Yes?
Best town in Lancashire I shall build. Open space for folks to walk and breathe in, children to play.
Pity.
Hmm?
I like them little streets and houses.
No, you don't live in them.
I did once over.
Not now. Not now, Mrs. William Duckworth.
Hey, Willie, watch out.
What?
You're breaking our rules.
Oh, aye. No shenanigan in office hours.
No. So back to work. 2 more minutes.
Right. First-rate secretary I've got.
Oh. First rate, why?
Oh. Come on, then. Come on. Check rest of programme.
Right. First, your Auntie Ada's.
All right.
To collect her and Uncle Edgar and take them to see the new bungalow. And I hope she likes it.
Sure to.
She's a funny one.
Well, Auntie Ada.
She doesn't care for me.
But I do.
Thanks very much.
And the 2 minutes is up, Mrs. Duckworth.
Hey, Willie, watch out. Anyone could walk in.
Oh, no, we aren't knocking. All right, then. Go on. Check rest of programme.
Take them home, then back to site to check with foreman about... Ah, Willie!
right.
Look lively, Auntie.
I'll give you lively.
You took your time.
Came as soon as I could.
How are you,
I'm
eh?
fine. How are you? What do you think you're doing? Give Arnie a great softie.
I'll give you a softie.
Oh, Willie.
Well then, Willie.
Nice day, Uncle.
Willie, get me down from here.
Don't you like it up there, then?
Cheeky boy.
Come on, then, love.
Oh, what would your grandfather say?
Laugh, I don't doubt.
On his piano, of all places. Neighbour didn't come then.
A lot of work to get through.
Didn't mind you coming.
Why should she?
I'll just pour out tea.
Tea?
Aye, put us up to dinner time.
Oh, I don't want tea. I'm a busy man.
I know, but...
Why waste time on tea?
Hey, nervous.
Never.
Edgar,
You hardly slept a wink last night.
well, after all,
What, Auntie?
I mean, I've lived here since I was a baby.
Well, time for a change, then.
And your grandfather before that.
You said yourself you were all for progress.
Oh, he was. Well, I'm not trying to hold back. I've always wanted a new house.
With no stairs,
And a bathroom,
hot and cold water,
kitchen, too.
and French windows leading onto the garden.
You're a good boy, Willie.
I do my best.
Your grandfather would be proud of you.
Oh, well, I've made a start.
And a first-rate one at that.
Since you got on that council, things have moved, Willie.
A bit of vision's all that's needed, Auntie.
And there's not many as has it.
His grandfather had. Look to the future, he'd say. Look to the future.
Yes,
But-
well, Auntie, come on, let's have a
All
little
right,
looky
I'm
then,
coming.
eh?
I can remember when me and Ginny were little girls. He'd stand at that door, looking out, and he'd say, Ada, Ginny, all of you, the day will come when all these little streets will be gone, all gone. And there'll be fine, clean buildings with big windows to see out. A new town for folk like us. A new town with no smoke and pianos for all us wants them. Willie,
Eh?
the new bungalow.
Yes?
How many rooms?
Well, I mean, you know very well how many rooms there are. Bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, living room.
It's a big living room?
Oh, it's a bit bigger than this.
Kitchen?
Very small. But with hot and cold water.
Dear Lord. Dear Lord and Harry.
You need to give us a bigger place, Will.
I can't do that.
You can do anything you've a mind to.
Not that. The bigger places go to the marrieds.
We're married.
The young marrieds, they need them.
Well, I need one.
They need them for families.
And I need one for...
Grandfather's piano, but it doesn't count as a child.
One more room will do.
I haven't got such a thing.
Well, I'll not move without it.
You're being childish, Auntie.
Our dad loved this piano.
I know.
We all learned on it, save you. And I gave my word I'd see to it after he'd gone.
He wouldn't want you to miss a lovely new bungalow for
I
it.
gave my word.
A long time ago.
No use to it, like I said.
Just come and take a look.
No use at all.
You'll change your mind when you see it.
Oh, come on, lass.
I suppose we might put it in the bedroom.
And sleep on it.
Oh, don't be daft.
Auntie, just come and take a look at the new bungalow and we'll think of the piano after, eh? I can't wait much longer.
Indeed he can't. We've held him up no end as it is.
I've a lot of work to get through today and I'd like to be home for my tea.
Well,
Oh, come on, Willie, let's get cracking.
I'll come.
Away we go.
But Willie, understand this. If there's no room in new bungalow for your grandfather's piano, there's no room for me.
Mabel Etherington.
No,
Eh?
I'm afraid you made a mistake, Jeremy Plunkett.
What do you mean?
I'm Mabel Duckworth now.
Oh, aye.
I've been for the past 6 months.
6 months too long.
Well, then.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I carry your shopping?
Oh. How are you? You're putting on weight.
Who cares?
It's not good to get fat. Don't let yourself go, Jeremy.
Are you worried?
I'm fond of you.
So you married Willie Duckworth?
Very fond.
But fonder of Willie?
I don't want to see you go to pieces just because I left you.
Oh, my Lord. You're very sure of yourself, Mabel.
You need to be sure in this world, and a man as can't get by without a woman is a poor sort of thing.
You're hard piece.
No.
Make yourself indispensable and then walk out on me.
Just being sensible.
Cold and calculating.
I know what I'm after.
Oh, the successful town planner and future mayor, eh?
Jeremy, you're jealous.
No, not of his success.
Then you're a fool.
And he's a thief, stealing my girl.
I love Willie.
Let's hope it stays that way.
And I don't love you.
Not what you said once over.
I were younger then.
Only 2 years younger than you are now.
2 years can make a lot of difference.
Long time since you were here.
8 months exactly.
Yes. Care to come in and look round?
Anything interesting?
An old bassoon.
Oh. I'd like to see it.
Come on in, then. And then we might have a bite of lunch.
It won't do you any harm to miss it.
First time you were here.
You played it. It's peaceful here.
Can't think why you left.
Things to do in the world.
Oh, careful.
Oh, John Thistlethwaite's.
The same.
He played that all over Lancashire, and his father before him.
How did you know?
Willie used to blow on it.
Willie?
Aye. When old John's wind was gone, Willie used to blow it for him. Like to hear its voice, John said.
I didn't know Willie played the bassoon.
You know very well he's first rate on the cornet.
Cornet's not a bassoon.
It's all blowing, isn't it?
Blasted Willie.
Aye.
Always does the right thing.
He knows what he's up to. Will you sell it?
Hope not.
Do you ever sell anything?
Not if I can help it.
You don't change, do you?
No. I don't care for change.
No.
You look tired.
Oh.
Damn great bull.
Who?
Willie.
We suit each other?
I suited you once over.
As a friend.
More than a friend.
Depends how you look at it.
Everyone said you'd marry me.
And they've no right to.
But every right.
I make up my own mind about things. Tell 'em how we're off. Jeremy, I never made any promises. I never once promised you anything. Now, mind you, watch your weight. Girls don't go for fat men.
Only one girl in the world for me.
There's plenty more fish in the sea.
Only one like you.
I should hope so. But there's plenty near enough you could marry.
Mabel?
Who else?
You're late.
Shopping. You're early.
Band practice tonight. I'll put the kettle on.
Good.
I'd like me tea.
You look tired.
I am tired.
Do I look tired? Willie? Do I look tired?
Haven't noticed it.
Jeremy said I look tired.
Hey?
Jeremy Plunkett said I look tired.
Where did you see Jeremy Plunkett?
Doing me shopping?
That why you were late?
Oh, no.
Where did you see him?
Near his shop.
What were you doing near his shop?
Shopping! Does she like it?
Hey?
Auntie Ada, does she like the new bungalow?
Of course.
Thank heaven for that.
How did you come to be talking to Jeremy Plunkett?
He spoke to me. When does she move?
Who?
Auntie Ada.
She doesn't. What did he say?
Jeremy?
Who else?
He's got John Thistlethwaite's bassoon.
He shot it to you?
Yes.
In his shop?
Yes.
Now listen to me, Mabel.
Well-
You're not to go near that shop.
I like that
I'll
shop.
not have you in that shop.
Oh,
No, buts.
What do you mean she's not moving?
Auntie Ada.
Of course. Well?
Grandfather's piano. Won't fit into the new bungalow.
Oh, my Lord. Well, she'll have to move, won't she?
She won't move without the piano.
And she'll have to fit it in somewhere.
Can't be done.
Why not?
Well, can't be unless they eat the dinners off it.
Well, if she won't move, she must just stay where she is.
Bang smack in the middle of my housing scheme.
It looks like it.
Are you my secretary?
Yes.
Then talk sense. Right spanner in the works.
The piano.
Right blasted spanner in the works.
Perhaps
What?
you can get your Auntie Ada to see sense.
Oh, she's stubborn.
Still, you can be very
Very
persuasive.
stubborn, you know she is.
Yes, I do.
Very stubborn.
Ada, you've not said a word since our Willie left us. All afternoon, you've not said a word.
Now to say.
It's a nice little place, Ada.
Oh?
Aye. All Willie said about it. Nice little bungalow, airy, light, and a first-rate garden.
That's all you cared about.
Hey.
All you cared about, your garden.
Ada, that's not fair.
Well, I've yet to find out what else you cared about.
Ada!
You're very selfish, Edgar Ackroyd.
I never thought to hear you say that to me. Any road.
What?
It's no use.
What's no use?
That dang piano.
That's a very nasty thing to say.
You know it's no use, Ada.
I do not.
There you were at, banging on it at Christmas, and hardly a note would play properly.
Not to do with piano.
What then?
My hand's just grown stiff.
Well, I'll be glad to be shot of the thing. Oh, Ellen, Tommy, Ada, 40 years married and the first chance I've had of a garden.
Our Dad loved that piano.
He's had his day, and so has that piano.
Bought it out of his own sweat, he did. They brought it home day we were wed. Had to get window out to get it in. Mother told me.
Oh, poor woman.
He taught himself to play, and all us children too. He'd lovely fine hands from the weaving, and his fingers used to fly over the keys. Our Chopin, Mother used to call him. There was none of us could ever play like him. I thought our Willie might once over, but he'd no heart for it. It was a great grief when he took up with cornet.
Ada, that piano were finished when it came time for Willie to learn.
Never.
It drove him mad, it did. All out of tune.
He'd no patience.
Great monster.
Willie?
No, that piano. Look at it sitting there doing that.
It has hurt our Dad to hear you talk like that.
He's dead and has been for the past 30 years.
Makes no odds.
And I wish he'd taken his piano with him.
Edgar.
Coming between us and a lovely new home.
No home at all.
A first-rate garden.
No sort of a place if there's no room for a piano.
Ada, if it's a piano you want, why don't we buy a little new one?
There's only one piano I want,
We've enough in the bank.
and I'll not move without it.
For 2 pins, I'd...
I'm no win tonight, Jeremy.
Just have to be content with listening, Claude. Are we ready?
Waiting on Willie.
Well, it's not usual for him to be late. Oh, is he?
Mabel, take that.
No, I'm ready when you are.
Oh, yeah, look a bit off.
Oh?
Very off.
Don't blow if you're not up to it.
I'm up to it.
Mabel been giving you the once-over?
Want watching these young wives?
Start as you mean to go on, Willie.
Mabel's all right.
Going well with Myrtle Street, Tom?
Well, our side of it, Willie.
Good.
Right, focus shifted nicely. The top end's clear.
Yeah, that's all I were today.
Yes, well, it should be able to start the knocking down in a week or two.
As soon as we get the all clear.
Myrtle Street.
It's at its day.
It's been condemned this past 5 years, Jeremy, and nothing done till Willie got things moving.
Moves too fast for some. Folks had their homes there.
For a sort of homes.
It's a sad thing to be uprooted.
We can't all live in the past.
The summers just like to take their time.
If you had your way, we'd still be living in chaos.
They're ready to go, Jeremy.
Think so?
Oh, no, sir.
He should. He's been on the housing since he was a lad.
Willie builds grand homes, doesn't he?
I do my best.
Aye. You're moving up.
Better than moving down.
Always wear a pusher.
Jeremy,
Right through school, you were a pusher.
Now get things done.
At what cost?
Someone must look to the future.
And to hell with the present.
You're a bigger fool than I thought you to be.
I love this town.
Sentimental try.
And the people in it.
The people in this town, the young people, are getting out as fast as they can. Looking for go-ahead places, for decent homes, for well-run factories. I'm building a place they want to stay in. I'm building...
You see now the bricks and mortar.
I see a new town with sunshine and green places.
With yourself sitting up on top.
It's not an easy job. And it can be unpleasant. If there's anyone fancies it, who can do it better than me, they're welcome.
Chance would be a fine thing.
It were a fair vote that put me in. Try your hand at the next election.
Past time we were out blowing, lads.
Coffee?
Mabel, come here, love. I reckon we can manage it.
Manage what?
The piano.
What do you mean?
I'll get it in here, of course.
In here?
Aye.
I knew you'd think of that.
Well, then.
I felt in my bones you'd think of that.
Yeah, just about get it in nicely. Hey?
No!
Grandfather's piano?
I'll not have it in my home.
Our home.
Our home.
It's a lovely piano.
Auntie Ada might think so.
Antique.
I don't care for antiques.
You'll live with him long enough.
I hate antiques.
With that Plunkett chap.
And I hate that piano.
It'd hurt Grandfather to hear you say that.
Oh, you sound just like your Auntie Ada.
We're very like.
Any road up, you'd hate it too.
I could try to like it.
I couldn't.
Then you'll have to put up with it.
I won't.
If you can put up with all that junk of Jeremy Plunkett's to suit him, you can put up with Grandad's piano to suit me.
What about my suite?
Move it.
There's nowhere else it'll go.
Find a place.
No.
You're very sharp, Mabel.
Willie, you like modern things.
Of course.
Clean, modern lines.
Yes.
So do I.
Well,
We planned our home like that.
we did.
I love our home.
So do I.
And I'll not have it cluttered up with antique pianos that gather dust.
There's naught else to do, Mabel.
Auntie Ada must look to her own piano.
Auntie Ada is sitting in the middle of my housing scheme.
So?
Well, any hitches and it'll hold up all my plans.
Don't you care about anything else?
What else?
I...
Was
She'll be clearing Myrtle Street in a week or so. Folks must all be out by then.
Then you must give your Auntie Ada a bigger house.
Can't be done.
Why not?
They're not for all folks as well, you know.
You could give your Auntie Ada one.
They'll have the whole town on me back wanting to pick and choose. Besides, she's my auntie.
Well, what difference does that make?
Looks like favouritism.
Making a mountain out of a molehill.
Hey, Auntie Ada's no more.
More's the pity.
Now then,
I knew she'd give trouble.
she's a right to want grandfather's piano.
No right to thrust it on to us.
Oh, don't be so childish, Mabel.
Childish?
Childish and petty.
I'm sticking up for myself.
I cannot waste time on trifles like this.
I've got a right to a nice home.
And I've a right to some cooperation. Mabel, I have a terrible temper.
But Jeremy...
I have a terrible temper when I'm roused. If I hear that name once more...
He might help.
Help?
He could buy the piano.
No.
If you asked him.
Ask Jeremy Plunkett?
Yes.
Me? Ask Jeremy Plunkett?
Why not? He goes for that sort of thing.
I'll go for you if you mention his name again.
But Willie, it solves everything.
I'll ask none of that Plunkett blighter if he were the last man on earth.
Ask him then.
I warned you, Mabel.
Oh, you're being childish.
I'm being childish.
You're a forward-looking man. You're very primitive.
Mabel, if you go near that man again, it'll be the end of our marriage.
Oh, you do care about our marriage.
Say no more.
Because, Willie Duckworth, if I have to come into this room each morning and face that broken-down old piano, there'll be no marriage.
I thought you liked music.
Some music.
You like me corny.
Willie, if that piano comes in, I go out.
How far have they got?
114's outside wall.
Oh, getting nearer.
Oh, it's too damn near.
Well, ta-da.
Oh. Oh, yeah, they're still here then.
What else?
The top of the street's all down.
Oh?
Well, you know it is.
What shall we then?
Well, they'll be at this one tomorrow.
They won't knock this house down.
It's scheduled.
We're not moving.
Well, you're booked to move, Mrs. Ackroyd.
I'll move when you give me a better house to live in.
That's not up to me, Mrs. Ackroyd. You can't stop here, not with everything coming down round you.
I can't see why not.
It'd be dangerous.
Dangerous?
Oh, things falling.
I'll take the chance.
I'm just trying to put you in the picture.
Well, just mind your own business and leave me to my mind.
I'll be... We can put you out, you know. We've a right to put you out.
There's no one to put me out, and you can tell the council now, Willie, that I said so.
No.
suppose it came?
Oh, down.
From the housing?
That's right. There's no one will put me out.
Daftest thing I've ever known. Worse than the Blitz. That damn piano gets more consideration than your own husband.
You can look after yourself.
And I will do, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, if you won't shift, I will.
On your own?
On me own.
Leave me, you mean?
I do.
And where would you be without me?
In a nice new bungalow. And no rumbles.
Edgar,
What?
I'll just make a cup of tea.
And keep the plaster out of it if you can.
I never thought you'd desert me.
Well, you never know your luck.
All these years together, and now you're talking to me like this.
Oh, well, and set fire to it, Ada. I like a bit of comfort. On any road.
What?
They can make us move if they've a mind to.
There's no one to make me do out I don't want to.
Don't talk so daft, woman.
I don't understand this, Egbert. If they do, I'll never forgive you. And I'll put piano in your living room.
You'd not get it through the door.
I'll break the door down.
And be out up in court for spoiling council's property.
You're on their side, Edgar. After all these years, you're on their side.
Ada, I am on my own side, trying to get us out of here with dignity and no piano.
I'll never leave my dad's piano.
Kettle's boiling.
So you can just make up your mind to it. And when our Willie comes for his dinner on Sunday, I shall tell him once and for all, it's a bigger house, or we stay put.
Well then,
What?
only one thing for it.
Oh?
I shall have to buy them a house.
Buy them a house?
Big enough to take that blasted piano.
You buy them a house?
No else for it.
Very philanthropic.
Hey, no need to be funny. If I don't shift them soon, I'll be a laughing stock.
No.
All my big plans for this town, and I can't even manage my own auntie. Bloody hell.
She takes some managing.
Now, don't start me, but
Well-
I've had more than enough this past week, and I'd like a bit of peace on me one day off.
They're very proud.
Yeah, they'll have to swallow it this once.
And stubborn.
So are you, for that matter.
I don't see why I should spoil my home for the sake of a broken-down old piano.
No,
It's not as if your auntie's ever been nice to me.
she's an old lady.
And over fond of you.
She's been good to me. Now, hurry up now, or we should be late. You know she hates to keep the dinner waiting.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Stop your wittering, Edgar.
What a place to ask folks to.
Ready now?
Can I help?
Now to do now.
Is that mine?
Yeah?
Oh, that's plenty then. Not for me, thank you.
Beef without Yorkshire's nout.
I like it that way.
Don't wait. Eat up, will he?
He's not a child.
Huh?
I said he's not a child.
I don't recall I said he was.
Well, he doesn't need to be told when to eat up.
Hey, watch out, watch out. You know I can't abide carrots. Are you not hungry?
Not now.
Ada,
Oh?
how can I sit here eating with you like that?
Like what?
All uppity and touching that.
Comes to something when I can't speak to a lad I brought up like my own. And I can't open my mouth in my own house.
It's not your house.
I'd like to know whose it is, then.
You should have been out of here days ago.
Mabel?
You've put Willie off his dinner now.
He was off it before I spoke.
He needs his food.
In moderation.
No, give over.
Willie,
I'm like a shuttlecock between the pair of you.
Well, that's not my fault.
Cannot we eat our dinner in peace?
Tell her, Willie. Tell me what?
You didn't, Auntie.
Tell me what, Willie?
Oh, tell her, Willie, for we'll get no peace until you do.
Well, it's just something I've decided.
About the house?
Yeah.
You've got a bigger one for us?
Well...
I knew you could do anything you wanted to. Now, when do we move?
Just as soon as I can sort one out.
Sort one out?
In my private building.
You mean buying a house?
That's the idea.
Big enough to take that.
But we've no money to buy a house, lad.
Yes, but I have.
It's easy for Willie to raise capital.
Well, I'm sure it's very kind of you, but...
No buts, no buts.
I'm sure I don't know.
I do.
One clicker.
You'll buy us no house, my lad.
It'll have a garden.
I don't care if it has a dozen gardens, you'll still not buy
A
it.
sensible thing to do.
Not for me.
Edgar, if Willie wants to...
I'll not have charity.
Not charity, Uncle.
He's our own kin.
It makes no odds.
Well, you can pay me back on a mortgage.
God knows we'll never be able to pay out of it back at our age. All my life, I've paid my way.
Yeah, I know, Uncle, I know.
I've paid me way. Worked hard and paid me way, and I'll not have it any different now.
Edgar.
And neither will you, Ada. For if you do, you'll have it without me.
Look, this is silly, Uncle.
Now, don't rile me, Willie, lad.
It's a reasonable suggestion.
Willie, I'm a simple man. I'll put up with a lot, but I'll not take charity.
Can you tell me what else there is to do?
Move into the new bungalow.
No.
Which is ours by rights.
Of course.
And put that piano where it belongs. In the knacker's yard.
That's a terrible thing to say.
It's a terrible thing.
Huh?
That piano's a terrible thing. Ruled our lives from the first day we got wed.
You never spoke like this before.
And it's past time that I did.
Willie, what am I to do?
I've told you both what to do now.
Why not put it in store?
What?
The piano. Why not put it in store?
Our dad's piano in store?
Well, just until you sort out at the new place.
I'll never put it in store.
Why not?
To be the death of it.
It'll be the death of us before we're finished.
Oh, don't talk daft.
It will, unless you book up your ideas and come to your senses.
I see no reason why Willie shouldn't buy his house if he wants to.
Have you no pride, woman? Or has that damn thing driven you quite out of your mind?
Oh, now, don't quarrel. Don't quarrel.
He's getting old, Willie.
Oh, you're very selfish, Auntie Ada.
Eh?
I said you're very selfish, Auntie Ada.
And who are you to call me selfish?
Well, aren't you?
A chit of a flighty girl like you.
Hey, now mind what you say, Auntie.
I know what I'm saying. And anyhow, I don't see her helping out at all.
If you think I'm having that hulking great monster in my house...
I wouldn't dream of letting you have it.
That's what you want, I know.
Mabel, you've said enough.
I've not started
Then
yet.
stop before you start.
I've a right to my say.
Not now, not now.
No, you don't care about me.
Oh,
She
grow
can say
up,
out...
Mabel! Grow up and sit down.
It's not me as wants to grow up.
I'm twice your age, young woman.
You don't act it.
Mabel, I don't care to hear you talk like that.
You are making Willie a laughing stock.
Me?
Yes.
I never am.
He said so.
After all I've done for him.
Bossed him all his life.
Mabel.
Now see what sort of a wife you've got.
And Uncle Edgar and anyone else that'd let you.
Now, shut up, Mabel, shut up.
Somebody ought to tell her.
I don't wish to have anything to do with you.
You don't show it.
You lured Willie into marriage.
What?
And I've put up with you just as much as I'm able.
Ada, watch your tongue.
Willie, will you say something?
I'll have naught to do with it. As far as I know, we're discussing Grandfather's piano.
You'll let her get away with what she said about me.
Oh, give over, will you?
I said that girl a bit.
Now,
You said I did.
both of you give over, nattering away.
Willie,
I thought you were all for progress.
I am.
You can't see further than your own four walls.
your grandfather.
Build new homes, you say. Build new homes. But let's keep the old because we don't like change.
That's not
Well, I'll
fair.
tell you something, Auntie. I'll tell you something. If you're not out of this house for the end of the week, I'll serve a sheriff's warrant on you, and I'll have you moved by force.
Your own auntie.
Now, lad, you want...
And you're as bad as her.
Me?
You and your daft pride.
Pot calling kettle.
Hey?
On about pride.
Well?
You couldn't ask Jeremy Plunkett.
I've said my say. You know what to expect. The council have their rights too, and so do the folks who want decent homes. Just think things over. And when you've all come to your senses, you can let me know.
Put it down. When I need your help, I'll ask for it. A lovely dinner gone to waste. Edgar, what you up to?
Packing.
Packing?
Aye. Packing my bag. I'm moving out of here tomorrow with or without you.
No,
To a nice new bungalow.
but Edgar, you've got no bed.
I'll sleep on floor.
And catch your death.
I'd sooner catch it that way than choke on Willie's charity.
Such a peaceable man. Such a very peaceable man.
Hi, it's me.
What the?
Can you spare a minute?
Can I? What for?
A short talk.
Come in. Oh, go through.
Oh, thanks. Too late. Bit of a backwater?
I like the backwaters.
How she could have.
What?
No. Oh, Johns.
She told you?
Oh, yes. You've done a good job.
I generally do. With that sort of thing.
Fine tone.
One of the best.
Poor old John.
Is that what you came for? The bassoon?
No. No.
Coffee?
Aye.
Help yourself.
Didn't realise it was such a backwater.
Well, I didn't ask you to come.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Might learn on one of these one day.
Well,
do you reckon,
do I reckon what?
Do you reckon you might buy a piano?
A piano?
A grand piano, antique.
How antique?
70 or 80 years.
No good.
Fine condition.
The notes?
No, not the notes.
I thought not.
Well?
Oh, they're not worth the space they take up. I wouldn't waste my time or money on one.
I'll put up the cash.
Oh, some shady deal.
Not shady about my deals.
Shady enough when you took Mabel.
All fair and square, Plunkett.
Not to my way of thinking.
I can handle my women.
Oh, you crude bastard.
I didn't come here to row with you.
Not that. This piano.
Yes?
Well, is it famous at all?
Infamous.
No, I mean, did anyone well-known play on it?
Only grandfather? Aye, it's Ed Records. Won't fit into the new bungalow.
So that's it.
Is it?
I heard there was some hold up at Myrtle Street. She won't shift without it, eh? Willie Duckworth, the great builder, the great town planner. Willie Duckworth pushing his way to the top and he can't shift his own ante. How are the mighty fallen?
Have you done?
No wonder you're looking sick.
I don't enjoy coming here.
No, lowering yourself, eh?
Not a very nice way to put it.
You'd sacrifice even your pride to your ambition.
Oh, blast me, pride.
Huh?
And it's not ambition.
What then?
I want to put this town back on its feet, give it a future.
Big words.
And I want to hurt as few people as possible in the process.
Difficult.
So it seems.
Well, why pick on me? There must be hundreds of ways you can shift someone.
Well, the piano means a great deal to her.
So?
Well, she might let it come to you, knowing you like such things.
Oh, you're a clever man.
Thank you.
Always find the right thing to say.
Not always.
Well, where would I put a piano?
It wouldn't be for long. She's getting on.
Anything to get her moved, is that it?
She'll have to go one way or the other. And I'd like her to go comfy.
Very clever man.
Oh, stop it, Plunkett. You've had your triumph. Now you can spread it all round about me.
I'll look at the piano.
Now?
If you like.
Uncle Edgar?
Willie.
What is it?
Ada.
What about her?
She's been gone for over an hour and hasn't come back.
I'll take you home, Uncle. Go on now, get in the back.
Ada.
I'll find Auntie Ada.
I was just thinking how our dad used to sit here after he'd come back from his work, making the notes sing. He'd fetch in a new piece sometimes, practicing at it for hours until he got it right.
Ada, you had me worried to death.
Have you been out without a coat, Edgar?
Looking for you.
Oh, and I just went for a walk.
But you were gone so long.
Lot to think about.
Auntie Ada.
You here too? Come back then.
Of course.
And who's this with you?
Jeremy Plunkett.
Oh, I've heard about you.
He'd like to take a look at the piano.
If I may, Mrs. Ackroyd.
Why must you look at my piano, young man?
He might find a place for it, Auntie.
What sort of a place?
Well, if it's worth anything.
Worth anything?
I'm interested in antiques.
Part of his business, Auntie.
I see.
So if he just might take a look.
I'll not harm it, Mrs. Ackroyd.
No. There's no money will buy this piano.
Just let him take a look, Auntie.
No, Willie. It's not for sale to anybody, even if they thought it worth the buying, which it's not. There's nought in notes now.
Well, it's just possible, Mrs. Ackroyd.
Not now, Mr. Plunkett.
Ada, if the young man can help us...
It's worth a try.
Don't look so worried, Willie.
But...
I'm beaten.
Ada...
First time in all my life, I'm beaten.
Never.
Not by you or the council, but by Edgar.
Edgar?
Aye. He's packing his bag.
Now tell's to do.
I don't blame him. A man must have his pride. But our dad was a proud man too, Mr. Plunkett. He loved this piano, sweated for it. And there's no stranger who'll look it over and take it out of pity. He'd have no charity either. So you can knock the house down, Will, and piano with it. I'd rather know it's saying than it moulded in some backyard to be broke up when I'm dead. Well then, that's it. We move on tomorrow. Now go and put the kettle on. You'll join us in a cup of tea, won't you, Mr. Plunkett? I reckon we could all do it with one.
Maybe you ought to try the backwaters for a while. Anyway, sorry.
Willie? Willie, I've been thinking we could fit it in for a while and perhaps buy a bigger house later on.
Too late, love. Blasted piano.
Eh?
Like a bomb going off in our faces.